in surgical cases, many times there are film available before and after of the procedure, the condition of the patient, and so forth. And if you read the medical records, the diagnosis was correct, the procedure they decided to do was correct, and the post-op report seems like everything was done well and everything's okay. But the patient's having a problem. And so I can't just go by the medical records saying everything is fine. I mean, I know that the diagnosis was correct. I know that the procedure they chose was correct. But now I've got to look at the procedure itself to see, you know, if anything went wrong. And here we have a patient who had major surgery in the lumbar area, which is these two top x-rays, and in the cervical area. Now, when I first started looking at x-rays, I didn't know what the heck I was looking at. It was very difficult to make anything out of them. But then once I learned, you know, how to read them, and that's what we do here. We read x-rays, we read MRIs, we read CAT scans, because those are the tools that that medicine uses today in order to test and map what they've done. All right, in this particular case, these two pictures here show what they call an anterior view of the lumbar region. The lumbar region being the lower part of the back, the spine. And so this is an anterior view, this is the front view, and this is the side view of the lumbar spine. And you see there's a curve here. This is a natural curve. It's called a lordotic curvature. So these are things I have to know about the anatomy and about the surgical procedures and what's being done. So this is like a little run that I'm going to do through here to show you what I do. All right, so this fella had major lower back surgery to strengthen his back. He was having a lot of pain, a lot of shooting pain down into his legs and his feet, a lot of pain in the back going across, and he had surgery to correct it. And the diagnosis was that his disc space and his vertebrae had suffered wear and tear, and they weren't stable. It wasn't staying together in a position that it was supposed to be in. Okay, so what do you do in a case like that? Well, one of the things that's employed is to fuse the spine. In other words, what you do is you put in hardware that contains of screws and plates, and you join everything together so that the spine becomes one solid piece, so to speak. And so you don't have the instability and the pain that comes from trying to work or bend over or whatever. And it's a good technique, and it works very well in most cases. However, in this case, the patient was complaining. He was saying, you know, it doesn't seem any better, something's wrong. So I got the film. Now, from reading the report, you would say, oh, everything was fine, they fused, they connected everything. And I got the film, and you can see, you see the hardware. We're going to take the side view here. You see the hardware. What they did is they got the metal plates, as you might call them, and they screwed the plates into the bone, and then they connected the plates one to the other to perform the stable back. However, they forgot to join this one. So now you've got a plate here with the screws. And by the way, this screw is broken. See that black spot there? That means that the screw was either defective or put in improperly, but it's broken. So here we have an explanation of what went wrong. The surgeon forgot to connect this. So you've got all this hardware here screwed into this vertebrae, but it's not doing anything because it's not connected to the other hardware that would solidify the spine. Okay, so that's why we need to look at the film, because only then can I tell if he really did what he said he did.